China's Chang'e-6 mission, which is making history by bringing back samples from the far side of the moon for the very first time. Let's dive into what's happening. So what's the latest? The Chang'e-6 spacecraft is currently on its way back to Earth with these precious lunar samples. Around June 21st, the spacecraft likely fired its engines to start its journey back home. This mission has been quite the adventure, a 53-day voyage that included a lunar landing, collecting samples, and docking in lunar orbit. The re-entry capsule containing the lunar samples is expected to touch down in Inner Mongolia on June 25th, right around 1:41 a.m. Eastern Time. But here's the thing. China's space agency, CNSA, hasn't been very open about the mission's details. However, amateur astronomers and radio enthusiasts like Bill Gray and Scott Tilley have been tracking the spacecraft and confirm it's on its way back. Now let's talk about the journey. The re-entry capsule will perform a maneuver called a skip re-entry to manage the high-speed return from the moon. This means it will bounce off the atmosphere a bit to slow down before re-entering for a safe landing. These samples are a big deal. They'll help scientists learn more about the moon's far side and give us clues about the early solar system. Here are some key milestones. Chang'e-6 launched on May 3rd and reached lunar orbit in just under 5 days. The lander touched down in the South Pole Aitken Basin on June 1st and collected up to 2,000 grams of lunar material. After 49 hours, the ascent vehicle lifted off with the samples and docked with the Chang'e-6 service module in lunar orbit on June 6th. Once the samples were transferred to the re-entry capsule, the ascent vehicle deorbited and crashed into the moon. The mission was supported by the Chang'e-2 relay satellite, which allowed for communication with the far side of the moon. Even NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and ESA head Joseph Aschbacher congratulated China on the mission's progress. The collaboration between ESA and CNSA included data collection by the NILS instrument and ground station support. But this might be the last time we see such cooperation, as future collaborations seem uncertain. Looking ahead, NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter spotted the Chang'e-6 lander on June 7th, and China is already planning future missions. The Chang'e-7 is scheduled for 2026, and the Chang'e-8 will follow around 2028. These missions will pave the way for the International Lunar Research Station, ILRS, set to be constructed in the early 2030s. So there you have it. The Chang'e-6 mission is a monumental step in lunar exploration, and we're just days away from seeing the first samples from the moon's far side here on Earth. Stay tuned to the channel for more updates on this and other exciting space news. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.